And the funny thing is, we got to the end of it, and she says, "Well, what do I owe you?" And I'm a little naive, right? I was like, $200 would be fine. And she goes, "Okay, no problem." And so she walks to the back, and she comes out, and she comes out with cash, and she hands me $1,200.
Nah.
And she's like, "You earned it." And I was like, "Wait, this is way too much." And she says, "No, you earned it." And so I was like, "Okay." So I left out of there happy as I ever been, and I was like, "This could be a thing. This is pretty cool." And so it just kind of started from there.
What tells you this is the right time to start another MSP?
Well, I mean, I've been in this industry obviously since I was 18, so it's all I really know. And I've worked for clients and I've supported clients since I was 18 years old. Unfortunately, things just didn't work out with the company I was working at, and so for me, it just felt like the obvious thing to do. Right? It's what I do. It's what I've known, and I just felt like it was time to get back to being an owner and being able to make decisions and not have to answer to anyone else for those decisions.
Okay. So really is kind of more about kind of what you want to do, what you feel comfortable doing, what you think you'll have the highest probability of success, than it is you saying there is a need in the market for me
Well, I think
or
there's
something.
always a need, right? I
Is
mean,
there?
I think the market's, my personal opinion is the market's very flooded, but, I still get calls on the regular of, hey, we're not happy. We found out this wasn't being done. Our backups weren't being ran. So as long as those things are happening, there's still room for another one in the market, as far as I'm concerned.
And as you went through this really uh, big moment, I won't say it's tough or not, but a big moment to say, I'm going to go start my own thing. How did that fly at home? What's kind of the family dynamic around? Yes, we trade W-2 payroll, safe paychecks for big risk, big reward opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a big challenge. My wife is very concerned. My kids have offered to get jobs, but they're not quite old enough, so that doesn't work.
That's sweet.
But it's one of those things. I mean, you said it earlier. I'd like to think I'm still young. I'm 38 years old, so I still have some time left, and I think that now's the time. I'd rather not wait until I'm closer to 45 or 50 to do this. I'm still young enough. I don't mind getting on a ladder. I don't mind you know installing equipment, those kind of things. So I'll do what it takes to make this work.